What's up everyone, welcome back, and today we are preparing ourselves for the Dutch Grand Prix at a track with a name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, so sorry about that. But as you know it, I'll be showing you one spicy lap, giving you a track guide, and then popping open the hood to show you what's underneath. So let's go.
That last lap was a 1:15.7.
Ah yes, the track guide, where a driver feels confident enough to turn off that fancy green line in the assist and go, yeah, I think this is how I'm going to drive this race. So here we are, setting ourselves up, about to begin the Dutch Grand Prix. And of course, you're going to come into this right-hander, setting yourself up like a NASCAR car. I'm so sorry. Forget what I just said. Here we are. You're flying down the straight. You want to brake around the 70, maybe the 50 if you're feeling lucky, because this right-hander is going to come at you pretty fast. It's a pretty steep embankment to the right-hander, almost a hairpin. It's really a double apex, but you're going to drop it into fourth gear. And when you hit the apex, when you're at that corner, drop it to third and kind of ease your way in to the farthest line out. Then crank it back up to fourth gear and start kicking it up, because this next section is definitely going to get you. You should be in sixth gear hitting it right here. But as you're coming up the hill, drop it into fourth, because you're not going to see what's on the other side. And what it is just a drop off. Alright, yeah, the drop off, yeah, that's where we're heading. And as you're coming down the drop off, get it into third. If you still feel like you're just flying out to the shadow realm, aka the wall, get into second gear and allow yourself to really get that traction going to help get yourself that grip, because when you get to the top, you should be able to pop it third, fourth, right into fifth gear, hug it over here to the left. And this is where you should be around that safety car sign, hitting sixth gear. You will have the RPMs and wheel spin to safely hit seventh. Try and hug that curb over there to the left and start bringing yourself, slingshotting yourself over to the right at the crypto sign. That is a good time to go, hey, look over to the left to your marker, which is the other safety car flashing sign. And about right here, a quarter of the way after the crypto sign, maybe halfway down the hill, I want you to tap the brake ever so lightly and drop it into sixth gear, and then come over here to the right side and hug it. I want you to hug the curb like it's the affection you never had, okay? I bring that up a lot, but forget it. That's another issue. It's going to fling you out to the left, and you will feel the car wanting to you will be pushing the car to its limits at this turn, because you want to go in really fast. And then this guy is going to come up at you really fast as well. You're not going to be braking super hard. You're almost coasting into that turn, dropping it into fifth gear, and then coasting it on the left side. Prepare here. I tend to brake a little too early You kind of want to because it is another hairpin double apex kind of turn. I drop it into third gear. I see people successfully do it in fourth, but I like third because it just helps me feel more stable, especially because this is a quick left, right, where you're kind of serpentining your way over here to the 50, and that's when you should be dropping it either back into fourth because you popped it into fifth, or remain in fourth the whole time. Coming here for a true, very long double apex, I believe. Keep it in third to help maintain that wheel spin, to help keep your RPM settled so when you exit you won't be just wobbling all over the place, because you want to be stable for this tight, twisty chicane coming up. And it comes up to you fast because you can't really see the turn. It's just this straight sandbox ahead of you and a Megatron with you on the screen. But at the 50, if you're comfortable with it, and you drop down into gears fast. Drop it into fourth really fast, then hit third as you're hitting the apex, and as you're coming over here to the second left-hander, pop it up into fourth. You're going to start getting the traction here. Careful not to hit that curb over on the right. You will lose time, and start diagonally, I don't know if that's a word, making your way to the left-hand side. Because here we are preparing ourselves to be, you know, a NASCAR car driver, or whatever I was saying in the beginning. But you're going to be flying. Honestly, I love this turn. I love taking this curb, this large embankment. It reminds me of NASCAR, IndyCar. I wish F1 could do it. But anyways, fly down the straight, get in 7th gear, and before the timing line, at these stoplights right here, hit 8th gear. I failed to mention that in the beginning, but that's where you want to hit 8th, and that will give you the grip and track. What's under the hood? Let's see what gives us the top speeds. Alright, 47, 39. You want a stable rear end, a more loose rear end and more stable front end to help with those twists and turns and long embankments. Differential 60, 55. This definitely helps, as I said, encounter those twists and turns and long turning embankments. This is the same as it always is, but as I'm mentioning, know this track is constant twist, turn, and long turning, and this is why you're going to have more of a firm setup, because this will help with tire wear, this will help with stability, this will help also with your brake bias as you're braking. I know many people go with 50, 53 on this track because you want to go into those turns with stability. High PSI for, time trials, and then drop that as low as possible for the races. Alright everyone, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned something. Apply these, have fun with it, test it out. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next track day.
I'm a high performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat, sweat.